What's cracking, guys? How you guys doing? That Dude in Blue has an Integra. Adam Ivel posted his next podcast, and Zosh is now a cooking channel. Let's check this out. How's everybody doing? Hope you guys had a great New Year's. It is New Year's Day, so thanks for taking the time to tune in with me tonight. It's been a busy week with a lot of people doing updates for their 2017 or ending for their recapping what's been going on in the past year for them. A lot of channels have been very successful and grew and had a bunch of new projects, and it's been awesome being able to report on all the stuff that they've been up to, and I can't wait to start 2018 discussing what they have in the future. So, with that said, this is the Honda Recap. If this is your first video, make sure to hit subscribe and that bell so you always get notified when I post. That's Monday night at 8 o'clock where we talk about what's going on in the Honda YouTube community. First up, we want to talk about Deadbeat Garage. If you follow the past videos that he's made, he shows you how to make an awesome drag style wing for your EF. This is pretty cool because he did it by hand. He showed you every step he used, and it is original. He put an extra little design in it because he wanted to be original. He's talked about in the videos how you can go on eBay or you can go online at any place you like to purchase your stuff, and you buy a cool little drag wing, you put it on your car, and you hit up a meet, and then more than likely you will find somebody with the same one. So that's really what he was going for. He wanted to walk you through how he goes about making his cool drag wing and how you can do things just with the parts you have on your car as a stencil, and then actually create something original that you can be proud of, and then definitely be the only one there that has this. So he has other videos just like this if it comes to painting or fabricating, and he breaks it down really, really well. So props to you, man. I really like what you did. I'd love to have one for my car, so that's definitely a project I want to tackle this year. Next up, Adam Ivel, 621. This is the second podcast with Tom and Zach. It's really cool. They talk about a lot of different things between Tom and his stance, e.g., Adam when he switched from being 621 as a brand and then became Adam Ivel as himself and his channel transition, and then talked a lot about other stuff in the car scene, what they plan to do and what the future holds for both of them, and then just general chit chat. Them being friends for a very long time, you can definitely see the dynamic in them talking, and this is definitely a podcast that I'm really juiced that he's doing. I've been talking to him, and then I've been seeing a lot of his posts where I know he wants to get much more consistent with the podcast. I think he wants to do one at least every month because it is possible to do that for him. He does have, I think, one or two other full-time jobs with a family business and 621 and YouTube, so the guy is just busy. So, the fact that he can make videos as often as he does and then be able to find other people that can give him an hour and a half of their time to make a video is great. I feel you on that, as I am also trying to do a podcast as well. With that, you have to blend two people's times together, and hopefully everything works out. So, if you haven't checked it out, go ahead and do that. It's Car Mugs Podcast. You're only behind two, so there's a good chance you'll be able to keep up. So check it out. All right, old favorite, Chris Sadowski. So, also, what we've been talked about in the past, this guy got the cheapest K20A2 I have ever heard of from a junkyard. VTech Academy and Brian are helping him check some stuff out. They were able to go and pick it up, and he wants to go K in his DA. I know in the past he never really thought about it, or I'm sure he thought about it, but in reality he was just like, why would I go K? It's so expensive, I don't really know. And then out of nowhere, bam, he chooses or finds one of the best Ks you could probably find and put into his DA. Most recently, found the transmission that went to that motor, which is also really cool. So, past couple videos, he's been taking it apart, showing you what's inside, making sure everything is looking good, so when it all goes together, he doesn't have to worry, or, slamming through gears and something goes. He already knows the inside is probably looking good. So, with that said, I am super juiced for 2018 for you, man, because I know going K in your DA is going to totally change its experience, and it's totally going to change what you know about car building itself, because it's a completely different platform, and your car is about to be transformed. Vasile Garage has been posting so much on Instagram, and I can't shout this guy out enough. He's building a right-hand drive, K-swapped, JDM front Integra. Pretty much a mouthful, but he's doing everything by hand. And as far as I've seen on YouTube versus Instagram, like I mentioned before, Instagram is way further ahead. But his latest video now shows that he's pulled all the glass out, and he's now moving all the sound deadening out of the car, so the car is basically just a shell right now. If you follow him on Instagram, you basically know that he's bonded the car, he's been sanding it, severely prepping this car for paint in the near future. There's so much information in these videos, and they're not very long. They're really broken down, and he's going to have content for a very long time. I like this concept because you're not watching a really long video, and maybe all you care about is 5 or 10 minutes to see how he's actually doing it. So each video that does come out is smaller, it's precise, and he kind of walks you through it in a way that is more like an ordinary person knocking out a job, and doesn't make you feel like you could not pull this off. I think that's the whole point of this build, is to show you and encourage you that if you want to do a giant build like this, you could totally do it. And I mean, I wouldn't look at the fact that he has a lift in his garage as some sort of thing that you need to make this happen. I'm sure just after all of the time and all the builds this guy has done, he figured, you know what, let me get a lift. It'll make my life a million times easier. But nothing he's doing you can't do on jack stands. So watching this video is pretty encouraging to a lot of people that would love to tackle even half of the stuff that he's doing. He's just actually doing it in one whole shot. So props to you, man. I can't wait for more videos. If you haven't checked out these videos, go ahead and catch up. There's not too many you've missed so far to get caught up. So by the time this thing gets to paint, you should be good to go. LATommyLA. This guy dropped a 49-minute video, which is essentially his favorite clips of all his videos from this year. This guy went to Japan, daily vlogged the entire time he was there, went on a huge conjo circuit, swapped his car to another car, and then got it prepped, and just so much has gone on with this dude's car in the past year. It's been crazy. And if you've watched the last year and the whole build of his coupe, a lot of effort went in that too. And then the past couple months ending 2017, it is amazing to see what he's actually accomplished. I don't know what he has planned next year. I can't fathom to think what's going to happen. What else can you do? But I know you'll find something, and I know you'll show us, so I'm super juiced about that. The video he put out is long, but it's well worth it, because if you're just watching this guy now, it is worth watching in the future, and he gives you the highlight reel of his favorite moments, so it's definitely worth checking out, and you will be absolutely caught up starting this year. Zosh. This guy started his channel a long time ago being Mr. Funny Guy. He is still a hilarious person to watch videos, and he's still a hilarious person to watch when he's building his car. The personality that comes out of this guy is huge, but when he started, he made really funny videos on how to cook or how to just be funny and hanging out with his family and stuff like that. In his latest video, he brought it back with how to bake a cake, and it just brought you back to the original Zosh you used to watch, and I'm just super juiced that he decided to do that. His next video after that one was actually putting side markers in the new fenders that he unboxed for Christmas, but I am happy to know that he did want to go to his roots and do something different and just have fun, and I think his true fans, his OG fans, really appreciate that as well. So I hope to see more videos like that in the future. Big Murph. I think I talked about this guy last week, picking up his white EG hatch. It wasn't automatic, but now he has a new head, changed the head gasket, the car is smogged, totally legit and ready to go. The guy is driving it around, he's having a blast, hanging out with friends, and I'm super juiced to know that now the car is ready to start its next phase and journey. So I really think it's going to be a 5-speed swap. I don't really know if he's going to go B or what his plans are, but I'm fairly sure as long as he does a 5-speed shop, he's just going to rock it for a very long time. I think he's interested in finding some new wheels for his LS, so I'm interested to see where he's headed with that. And I know he hasn't forgot the love of his Integra, so I'm sure there's more plans for that too, but he's digging this white EG, and as soon as you start building a hatch, you never know what's going to happen. He's got a couple other hatches on his channel, so definitely excited to see what him and his friends are going to do. I know there's some healthy competition between all of them, so in the next coming months, big things are happening. I'm just calling it. And be sure to check out his channel. He did hit over 10K and started his own personal brand, and the stuff hasn't come out yet, but it's possible by the time you see this, all his merch should be out, so definitely check that out so you can support him. Let's talk about that dude in blue. David Patterson. He has a huge channel, started making reviews, personal vlogs, car shows, the works. He's a huge car enthusiast, and as of lately, he bought a Project Integra. And now I'm super juiced about this because for the most part, he's never really built a Honda that I can see. I know when he did the review of right-hand drive Kev's Integra, he kind of fell in love with it. And I know he's going down the path of K-Tune, so I really hope that he just drives the hell out of the Integra and then maybe becomes a hardcore fanboy, because that's kind of what's going to happen. I really want you to build the car and put some love into it, but I also really want you to appreciate what it is and maybe find out why people are so obsessed with Hondas. So That's just my point. I can't wait to see what you plan on building with that car. I'm going to follow along the journey. I'm super juiced that you decided to do this. It's going to be really fun, and hopefully you never want to build another car because Honda. Following that, we got Mark from Honda Street Garage. As we've talked about in the past, this guy has been a huge pioneer in the how-to Honda world for some time. And he started from what I say a slight trend when it came in the community, but I know everyone does it every year, but I believe he dropped his video first, basically talking about all the stuff that has happened to him in 2017. It was an amazing video of him thanking all the people that had a part in all the builds that he had and his current build that he has now, how much he appreciates all the support, and it was a great video. And I can't wait to see what happens next for this EJ and for Mark in the future. The channel has grown so much, and I don't know what else this guy could cover. So hopefully people want to bring him more builds for him to show us how to do more things. But like I said, I don't know what he has planned for the EJ in the future or what he has planned for himself. He's gone through a couple cars this year already. His current one looks like it's here to stay, so I'm really happy about that. I'm really happy that everything has come together for you, dude. The channel is amazing. Your knowledge that you deliver is awesome. And I can't wait for more stuff to happen to you, man. So, here's to you. Alright, some new channels I wanted to talk about. It's a Stu. This guy's in the UK, has a Turbo EP3 that he's building right now. He's been posting a lot daily. I believe it's like Blown Daily is his caption for his channel. But it's really cool. There's not too many people building EP3s aside from JD Mods, and they have a Turbo EP3, or I think it's a K24 EP3 Turbo RSX, but It's a Stu is really cool. I believe he works at or has a garage, so he's basically doing a lot of fabricating right now, getting the turbo set up for the EP3. It's looking great. It's a really cool channel. And I really look forward to seeing what he's up to because, like I said, not many people give the EP3 too much love. It's a cool platform, but it's definitely an oddball. But coming from a Del Sol owners, I gotta support the oddballs, right? So the fact that it already has a K20 and he's gonna boost it is already pretty interesting to me. And having a really tight engine bay, and I don't know about the aftermarket support for that specific chassis, but the fact that he wants to build it is really intriguing. So I support you, man. I'm definitely subbed, I'm definitely watching, and I want to see what kind of numbers you put down in the future. Next up, a new channel. Not quite a new channel, but new to me. Irvin Dorsey. I believe he's friends with Myton Films, and he's building a red GSR. His account went kind of on a hiatus, but he's now coming back, and he's going through all the process on what it takes to rebuild his GSR. He's currently working on a manual rack swap and an ABS delete and a bunch of other fixings I'm sure he's got planned in the works. I'm really enjoying the content. I'm really enjoying the Integra builds that I'm seeing this year. He's definitely informative, and like I said, I believe he's a good friend of Myton Films. Hopefully that's true. I think it is, though. So I know there'll be a good collaborations in the future and a shared knowledge base right there. So the Integra that comes out of it is going to be looking good and running really well. So like I said, I really hope to see you keep progressing and keep building, and I really look forward to see what you have in store for your Integra. Alright, last but not least, Evilstreetshark. This is an awesome dude creating great content with a blue bagged FA5. And you don't see these that often, and you do and you don't, and I really love them because people that want to take the time to build the sedan with a K20 Z3, it's an awesome chassis, an awesome car. My buddy James, I'll put a card up here, I did a review on his car, completely home built, and it's just an amazing track platform. I've been in the car at the track, and I can't say enough about this. But I'm not going to lie, you guys out there that want to bag your cars, I can't hate. It looks great. And I want to see more of you this year. I want to see more of the car this year. I think he also has a Mustang that he wants to start modding. So if you're into multi-car channels, like Hunter Tunes got a bunch of other cars too. So this is really cool, really knowledgeable, really nice guy. And I enjoy a lot of his content. I want to see more plans for the Honda. He does have some. And when you watch his videos, he's got literally a plan for every step that he's going to do, which is great, and he walks you through that, so you're never, wondering what's coming next. Sometimes he's got some surprises, but for the most part, you know what you're looking forward to, and you know what he's got planned. So I think he's going to get some new wheels coming up. I'm not sure. Hopefully I didn't spoil any surprises, but if I did, spoiler alert, I guess. I don't know. It's a great channel. Check it out, man. I really love your car, and I like what you're doing with your channel, and you're going to do really well, and I'm just glad that you're making videos on the daily, dude. Alright guys, with that said, I've got to tell you up front, no Instagram for this week. Well, because of no special reason, but it is New Year's Eve. I got to go out. I got stuff to do. I got people to hang out with, but I wanted to still sit down and be able to record this for you so that you guys get a recap this week. A lot of people made really great videos recapping what they've done for the past 2017, so anybody that you follow might have a video there, so I'm really happy that people are doing that, because if you haven't caught up, now's a great time. I know everybody's going to watch everybody start up brand new, fresh in 2018, and it's a good time to just restart their channels or restart progress or change direction on their cars. So now is a good time to tune in. So next week we'll have a bunch of new Instagram accounts to talk about. I just didn't really have too much time, and I didn't want to drag anything on or deliver something that I wasn't really proud of. So like I said, guys, it's New Year's. I hope you had a great time. I hope you had a great New Year's Eve. Stayed safe, drove slow, and made sure you got home on time. Anyways, guys, this is Christian signing out. I'll see you next week. Peace.